Song So-hee, age 18, lives in Seoul, South Korea.
That's a really bad one.
So-hee's social media account, which she updates almost every day, has 30,000 followers. Her popularity is so great as a traditional folk singer that hardly a day goes by without seeing her face on TV music shows. So-hee has learned not only Korean folk songs, but also other traditional styles, including pinari, which uses metallic percussion, as well as changu, another traditional type of drumming performance. In South Korea, traditional music is called kugak, and So-hee is known as the Maiden of Kugak. However, these days in South Korea, Western music, such as hip-hop, has become more popular than traditional styles. People have fewer chances to hear kugak.
The more I learned about kugak, the more I realized how wonderful it is, and I started to feel great responsibility and pride as a singer. In South Korea these days, a growing number of people are moving away from kugak. But my life's goal is to make people feel as close as possible to it.
Her story. So-hee rents a room in central Seoul, where for 6 hours a day, she practices singing and playing her instruments.
I've used this book since I started learning folk songs as a child. It's difficult to sing folk songs as there's no score. I take notes like this. Since I was small, I've listened to my teacher sing, taken my own notes, and practiced at home by listening to a tape recording of the teacher.
So-hee began learning folk songs when she was 5 at the urging of her father. She soon began to display a surprising talent. At the age of 11, she took part in a well-known televised singing contest. She became the youngest ever winner of the nationwide competition. South Korean folk songs, which are one part of kugak, have been passed down over the generations and form the core part of traditional South Korean music. Folk songs are inspired by everyday life and evoke a wide range of feelings and experience. The songs are performed while farming or fishing in both happy and hard times. To local people, they are an indispensable part of life's fabric.
When I was a young girl returning home from work in the fields, I often used to sing while looking up at the moon. Now I no longer have the time.
Folk songs arise from the rhythm of life and have a wonderful, relaxing feeling.
However, the status of folk songs is changing greatly with the passage of time.
I don't understand folk songs. Folk songs don't match my taste.
Folk songs?
No idea.
Hip-hop is popular now. So, I never listened to folk songs, and I don't understand them.
Sohee grew up surrounded by traditional music. However, her friends of the same age only listened to Korean and Western pop music. They had little interest in Kugak, and Sohee wasn't confident in her own performances.
When I went to sing at some events, a few of my friends went so far as to laugh at me, saying that I performed old-fashioned music. Many people left their seats or looked bored, despite the great effort I put into my songs. I was often hurt when I saw things like that.
Sohee worried how she could convince people about the beauty of Kugak. The turning point came 3 years ago when a Korean communications company asked her to perform a folk song in one of their commercials.
I was quite hesitant at first, as I was worried that traditional music might be commercially exploited and treated as something silly. But I took up the offer, since it would be a good opportunity to let the public hear my music.
The surprising sight of a young girl performing traditional Korean songs helped propel Sohee to instant stardom after the commercial aired. She also began singing pop music on youth-oriented music shows, hoping to boost her profile and encourage viewers to take an interest in traditional music. Sohee became the first Kugak singer to appear regularly in the media, like a hip-hop or pop star, and she soon became the public face of Kugak.
Hello.
She has also looked to gain the acceptance of younger people through various other means.
That's a beautiful color.
This uses a natural vegetable dye for the color.
I'm going to sing about a young woman's feeling of love. So I thought that a soft, bright color would be good.
I'll have a listen.
Sohee's outfits are designed by a specialist in the production of traditional Korean garments.
The upper piece stays true to traditional elements. On the other hand, the skirt is very original. I'm making a point of using this checkered fabric. The design brings all these lines together.
Sohee has decided that she will always wear traditional Korean garments when she sings, but she also wants to be innovative. She is very focused on creating the best possible outfit, using fabrics, patterns, and colors not found in traditional wear to win over younger people.
As a Kugak singer, it's the minimal level of etiquette for me to wear traditional garments, but it's also important for young people to think that I look good.
Sohee has focused only on Kugak since she was a little girl. She didn't hesitate to prioritize Kugak as her university major, and now studies diligently alongside her professional career.
Until I can do something perfectly, I won't move on to something else, so I make slow progress. To make sure I haven't missed anything, I read the textbooks and draw up my own questions and answers.
At university, she practices performing, but also learns about the origins and history of kugak.
The more I practice kugak, the more I realize how much I have left to learn. I want to gain a firm grasp of the basics and take stronger steps forward as I deepen my knowledge of the music.
Sohee also plays the piano, guitar, and drums. In addition to kugak, she is eagerly learning about modern Western music. She often receives instruction from a composer on how to use music editing software. She's using it to start up a new project. She eventually hopes to incorporate music from various genres into new arrangements of folk songs, exploring many new possibilities. As a first step towards this goal, Sohee began a new challenge last year. She combined Western and traditional instruments to sing folk songs in a rock style. To perform the songs, she formed South Korea's first ever kugak band. Her unique idea received considerable media coverage. This year, she has once again brought different genres together with the release of a new single written along with a pop music composer.
In music, it is the listener who is most important. So more than anything, the music has to sound good to the listener's ear. Some experts criticize me, saying this is not kugak, but I believe my role is to bring the people closer to kugak. So I want to try and find my own way forward.
The inspiring women of Asia. We look at the source of their motivation.
In my bag, I have a notebook, a pencil case, and headphones for listening to music. Most important is my phone. I have songs from lots of different music types. I feel a bit embarrassed listening to my own music. I listen to other people's music a lot for my own study. I like watching TV. I usually watch variety TV shows with my cell phone. I can relax without thinking of anything. That's why I enjoy them so much.
When she's not performing or practicing, Sohee seems like any other 18-year-old. Today, she's going out with an old friend from high school.
This looks good.
It's backwards. This is the frontier.
The highlight of her day out is a visit to one of the fortune-telling cafes that are currently popular with young Koreans.
How is my marriage look?
You should try to avoid getting married too soon.
Really?
Do you want to get married soon?
If possible, I'd like to get married when I'm 26.
26 is too early. The best age for you is between 30 and 36.
I was told that I should wait to get married. It's hard to bear. While I'm young, I want to spend as much time as I can with my partner.
I want to enjoy being single.
People like her end up getting married early, while I have to wait.
Sohee's next engagement is as a publicity ambassador for a volunteer group at an event for young people. She'll perform folk songs in front of around 800 students.
It's a young audience today, and I want them to think I'm cute. So I've paid a lot of attention to my hair. I hope today's event will introduce as many people as possible to Kugak.
앞으로 다가오지 마시고 계신 곳에서 멋진 시간 함께 꾸며주시면 고맙겠습니다.
You will all know our next guest, Song Sohee, the Maiden of Kugak.
She's performing the famous traditional folk song Taepyeonga, as she hopes it will make a big impression on the young audience with its memorable melody and lyrics wishing for peace.
I used to think folk songs were boring, but it was great. I'm becoming a big fan.
I thought those songs were only for old people. But when I saw such a pretty lady singing them, it looked like so much fun. And I felt like it'd be great for us to sing them too.
It was really amazing. I couldn't believe that such a slim lady could sing with such a powerful voice.
Most music recently is focused on rhythm, and the lyrics don't really mean anything. But I thought her lyrics were just so lovely and meaningful.
Some time ago, I would have lost confidence singing in front of a group of young people. But now, I can hold my head up and sing with pride. I feel that everyone has started to enjoy Kugak.